In today's video, we've recreated the Ender Dragon 5 different ways in Minecraft. Not only that, but each of these Ender Dragons comes with its own unique boss fight that you've never experienced before. And they all come with their own unique rewards. So stay tuned to see what you can get your hands on if you're brave enough to take on each of these dragons. Let us know in the comments below which Minecraft mob we should recreate next. Alright, so the first dragon we're taking on is Cable's Dragon, and this is the Ender Dragon Wizard. The moment you enter the end portal, you will be met with a rift in space and time, or at least in the sky. You're gonna need to have your bow ready for this fight, because this guy attacks at a distance. Look at him! He'll instantly begin firing off purple fireballs of doom and destruction. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. And you'll want to stay away from the particles that they emit because they deal damage to you. Well, this time it didn't. I think it's because we're friends. Something like that. And from time to time, this guy will begin to teleport away. There are multiple different phases of this dragon. And if you're fast enough, you can actually prevent the dragon from fighting. Now, if you're not fast enough, then he'll begin to summon in additional fireballs above him. I'm gonna go ahead and let one of them hit me so you can see the damage that you're gonna need to avoid. Oh gosh, okay. Well, in the event you die, the boss fight will completely start over and you'll have to take on this wonder once again. Again, you cannot use your arrows while the fireball is active, so steer clear. Wait for the torches nearby to no longer be emitting flames, and then just follow the particle trail so that you can extremely quickly take out this guy before he's got a chance to take you out. And with any luck, handled. Phase 3. Same story. Each phase, though, adding one additional fireball opportunity to be shot off. So now, he's going to shoot 3 at you. Thankfully, this is one of the easier Ender Dragon fights. It only gets more difficult from here, so if you manage to take this one on, feel very proud of yourself. But boy, is it gonna help you out working on your archery skills, because you gotta be on your game to be able to take it on. And just like that, the dragon's defeated, with me almost falling off the ledge there. And at a moment's notice, you'll notice, it sounded weird, that he blows up. The moment this dragon blows up, you'll be met with something special. A shroud of energy begins to appear until you're left with a very unique item. Are y'all ready for it? Here it is. Ooh, fancy. So what is it exactly? Well, it's the Rod of Blight. Whoa, cool looking. And if you right click with it, you get the same exact power that Ender Dragon Wizard has. Shooting glass all over the place. Yo, imagine having this thing in real life. It'd be dangerous. And you're also left with a portal. Jump on in and guess what? You're back in the normal end. Thank goodness, familiarity. And what's more, the Ender Dragon egg's right there. And you can obtain it in the normal way you might, which is through a piston, which is through right-clicking until it disappears somewhere and starts to annoy you. I don't even care where I went at this point. I got a cool rod. Oh gosh, no! Oh, it's close. Now, obviously, the Ender Dragon Wizard does not have Dragon's Breath, so how might you normally collect Dragon's Breath now? Well, simple enough, from End Crystals. If you didn't realize, you can actually make End Crystals. You know, these little guys that hang out and that end normally. To make an End Crystal, you're gonna need 7 glass blocks, 1 eye of Ender, and 1 gas tier. Now, worth noting, sorry, hungry. This won't work in the end because End Crystals in the end have constant fire burning nearby them. So to solve that issue, head on back to the overworld, baby. You'll either need some obsidian or bedrock, and if you're playing survival mode, you would not have bedrock. And if you do have bedrock somehow in survival mode, contact me because I need to talk to you. You'll go ahead and place down an obsidian, place down your end crystal right on top of that, and then drop some glass bottles right on top of that, and you'll be met with Dragon's Breath in that form. So don't worry. Everything's being handled just fine. Oh, well, anyways. Now we check out the Scorch Dragon. Look at this guy flying through the air. It's a pretty unique fight. You actually have to unlock the end by defeating this dragon. And the battle begins the moment you attack this dragon. And then he'll begin to retaliate by spewing black poison nastiness, I suppose, all over the platform you happen to be on, which you'll want to make sure you avoid. Otherwise, it's going to do major damage to you. Now, this dragon has phases as well. Godlander's done an excellent job, not only with the boss fight, but with this texture. This guy looks insanely cool. It's probably my favorite dragon in terms of appearance so far, at least when it comes to dragons that still look like the original Ender Dragon. Now, once you've dealt enough damage, the dragon will actually go underneath the platform and bits of lava will start to pop up everywhere, and you'll see a whole bunch of end crystals appear out of nowhere. The moment you start attacking these end crystals, you'll see that the boss bar at the top there begins to diminish as well. And every time you defeat one of these end crystals, a whole bunch of magma cubes will spawn in as well. The Ender Dragon will not come back, or should I say the Scorch Dragon, until you've taken out all of these individual end crystals. Now, it's recommended that you actually take on most of these magma cubes before you defeat the final end crystal. Otherwise, you'll be stuck with these guys all over the place, trying to fend them off at the same time. It's better that you take this slowly, baby. This is also going to be the best time for you to heal. All right, so here's the final crystal. Nice and, oh boy, handled, and oh gosh. Well, I don't think I'm going to survive this one. Oh, I did. Hey, happiest day. Now, the second phase of the dragon begins where he will literally just fire off arrows at you and fire charges. So you'll need to make sure that you are constantly running from this guy, else you risk being attacked not only by arrows, but by the occasional black smoke magic cloud as well. So you'll really need to time your eating, and you'll have to be very selective about when you decide to attack this guy. Right? Now, okay, run. Man, and then from there, you are in phase 2, and the rest of the battle is fairly simple, just taking on this dragon every chance you have. On defeating the Scorch Dragon, you'll get some special items. One of which is the dragon egg, except this one's red, which is cool. And then this other one is the elytra, a special dragon wings edition of the elytra, so check this out. Put that baby on. Well, still looks like a cape, but guys, that's just because I'm cooler than you. I have a cape. Turn the cape off, though. Check it out. Dragon wings. Looking real good. And, as you would have guessed, the rest of this special nether end is nice and unlocked. Looking around, you can see tons to explore. And by tons, I mean not too much. It's just a whole bunch of netherrack all over the place. But from hey! Time to time, you may find yourself a nice stronghold where you can discover some custom loot. Awesome, right? Oh, that was a pain. So, we're in a stronghold to show off Velvoxelraptor, aka Ethan's Ender Dragon recreation. Now, before we embark on this journey through a modified end dimension, we'll need to prepare something special for the Ender Dragon egg, which, believe it or not, is available the moment you head into the end dimension. We'll first need to make an obsidian sword. To make it, you'll need a stick and 2 blocks of Oh, right. You'll actually need to make it in the nether, using a corrupted crafting table, which you get by placing a regular crafting table in the nether. So, you'll go ahead and try making it here, and voila. So, sword in hand, gear equipped, time for us to jump on into this brand new end dimension. Lying at the center of the main end island is the Monolith Dragon. Approach the dragon egg located in front of the monolith and right-click nearby it to set this thing cracked in half. And move quickly. Fill all of your glass bottles with this dragon's breath, because in a hot moment, this is going to turn into 2 dragon egg halves. And not only that, but we are going to awaken this monolith dragon. Oh boy, I'm a little nervous. Oh boy, yo, he's literally huge. Stay away. And you've got the Ender Dragon fight now existing right here. Now, this dragon will dive down from time to time in an attempt to bite at you. And if you're not too careful, he'll do just that. You'll need to attack this special core right underneath the mouth of the dragon in order to deal any meaningful damage to the dragon at all. And once that advancement disappears, you can see that we are in fact dealing said damage to the dragon. Wow, huge boy. The dragon, oh gosh, yo, big bite, also has a secondary attack that you'll want to watch out for. Some kind of ranged attack. Purple particles will from time to time follow you, and it's not these ones from the resistance. So we'll want to make sure we maintain safe distance so that it doesn't get us. Yes, unfortunately you cannot attack the, oh gosh, dragon outright. Oh man, but hey, as long as you can attack this little thing under, oh boy. Yo, that Enderman's gonna be mad at me now. Oh, man. Come on. I hope I have enough arrows for this. Oh, man. Yo, seriously. Yeah, it just hits me with random particle attacks. Don't like it. Pretty good aim on this guy, no less. Speaking of aim, I could use some better aim. Look at him just flying around. Ah, gosh. Being a wondrous mess. Imagine this thing being the Ender Dragon, right? Whew. But upon killing the beast, something cool happens. He dies. He literally just falls and he gives off a lot of experience. He kind of hangs out. Whoa, where'd it go? Did y'all hear that? Out of nowhere. Well, where's the drop? Ooh, there it is. Hey, what do we have here, baby? Y'all ready? Check this puppy out. This is the Dragon's Eye. Let's head back to the overworld to show you what it does. But for the record, you can take these 2 dragon halves to turn it into the dragon egg. So, you know, nothing too bad. Either way, you can use the Dragon's Eye to petrify nearby mobs. Right-click nearby them to turn them to stone. And it works for all types of mobs, too. Like this one. Oh, boy. Let's stick to the pig. Petrified. I wonder what this one is. Doesn't matter. Petrified. The sheep doesn't get petrified. Or the wool, whatever. How about this blaze? Petrified. Spider? Petrified. Petrified. Yeah. Completely stuck in place. He sucks. Look, we can't do anything right. Stupid. Overall, I love the Dragon's Eye. Now, it doesn't work if you've got too many of these mobs all hanging out right next to each other, but if you don't, well, then you can freeze chickens, too! Ha! Statues for your world. This one's my favorite. We're about to take on Icy Dragon, which, believe it or not, is in the middle of the desert. Yes, Icy Dragon in the desert. Well, at least the portal is. But before we go in the portal, we're going to need to head to get us a special item in the desert temple. Don't mind if I do. Break you! And should be around here somewhere. Ah, the heart of the desert. Exactly what we needed. So now we can head right on back to that end portal and get our hands on a new type of man. Alright, so in the portal we go. You'll notice that this by and large looks like the same end that we are used to. There is a pretty big difference though. No end pillars anywhere. In addition to that, at the center of this place lies something you are probably familiar with. The Dragon's Nest. Right-clicking with the heart of the desert nearby this nest will summon in this world's version of the Ender Dragon. The Worm Dragon. Yo, and this thing is ugly. Ugh. Seriously, what is up with it? Man. This dragon will continue to fly around. Not really doing anything special. Your job is to hit it in its head. Good luck doing that. You should probably get closer. Because if you miss this dragon, it will reflect arrows back at you. That's right. You have a chance at getting hit by your own arrow. So if you've got terrible aim like me, well, that's when you'd probably want to, oh, you know, get some scaffolding. So don't mind if we do exactly that. You actually technically need to hit underneath his head, and that will deal the damage. Yo, this guy's the worst. He keeps reflecting all my arrows. All right. Once you get him to about 1/3 of his health down, he will begin his next, oh gosh, phase. In that phase, he will literally dig into the ground and reappear in different locations. You'll be able to find out where by paying attention to pillars that will slowly be built nearby, such as this one right here. Now watch out, because he will start to then attack you with a laser. And you'll continue to attack him using the same method you were used to before, which is trying to land one single arrow on this freak. Come on! Let me hit you. Let me hit him. Let me hit him. Oh gosh, painful. And on top of that, this thing will constantly hit you with slowness. It's going to be your job to take out this new pillar with the end crystal at the top of it. Because if you don't, you're going to have to deal with 2 of them. Because this dragon, this worm dragon, is going to build another one that will begin to constantly poison you. If you look at my hearts down there, you'll see that the poison has already begun taking effect. We'll have to move quickly. First, let's take on this pillar. Now, these are a little bit different from your normal end crystals. Oh boy, please. Ooh, I got real close on that one. I don't think so, baby. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. Here's the crystal. It's a little bit different of a crystal. It doesn't blow up on its first go. Now it does, and you'll want to retreat very quickly because it will begin to blow up all the way down. As seen right there. Now, if you're not careful, you'll have to deal with 3 pillars, such as the one right here. Summoning in, oh, you know, giant phantoms. Oh, gosh. Okay, all the phantoms have been taken out. Now he's in his final form. We'll hit you with Dragon's Breath periodically from time to time when you get a little too close to him. At this point, you could melee him if you really want to. One more hit. Yes! And just like that, the dragon's been defeated. See you later, sucker! Away he goes! The whole dang thing! And on death, not only does he drop experience, but he drops a special new item. The Worm Amulet. What does it do? Well, it allows you to pass through soft walls. What does that mean? Well, it means walls with very low blast resistance, such as, oh, you know, this sandstone wall. Simply hold it, and then you can pass, oh boy, right on through to the other side. Our last dragon today is the Crystal Dragon, courtesy of Ambiguous Chameleon. Welcome to the new end, the land dominated by crystals. We're in creative mode right now, because there's no way I'm going to be able to beat this dragon in any reasonable amount of time if I'm not in creative mode. There are literally so many attacks that this dragon has, as well as so many special mechanics that, while I'd love to do it justice in today's video, we want to make sure we get through all these dragons as quickly as possible. So y'all can let me know in the comments section if you want to see us take on this Crystal Dragon in a separate video. Because truth be told, this one's gonna be a doozy. To take on this monstrosity, find your way to the center of the island. Hold a stack of 64 prismarine crystals and place an Eye of Ender in the middle here, and begin the summoning process. The bells slowly ring, particles slowly take shape, and the glass slowly turns green. And from there, it only gets better. Guys, I'm a little nervous. Don't blink. He takes off. The Crystal Dragon is here, floating all around the land, capable of multiple different attacks, as well as summoning in multiple different minions. Oh gosh. Every so often, this dragon will shoot off that rainbow beam, as you saw. One of its many attacks. We'll need to make sure that the Crystal Guard is hit by this rainbow beam. The moment it has, you'll see that they are loaded up with crystal particles. And the moment they have crystal particles is the moment they are capable of dropping a new item. This new item is known as the Prism Lens, and we actually got one from killing one of these guys right now. The Prism Lens is the key to taking out this Crystal Dragon. Notice the other attacks as the Crystal Dragon rains ice from the sky, capable of damaging you if you are struck by it. You'll need to use this Prism Lens on one of the numerous crystals nearby. Get it! Yeah! And the moment you do that, the Crystal Dragon will begin being attacked by this Prism Lens. As you can see, the rainbow beam is targeting the Crystal Dragon. And you can see the boss bar at the top of the screen blinking white. Hit the dragon with a spectral arrow in order to deal damage to it. If struck properly, you will cause the dragon to lose one single bar of health. Yeet! Got him! Oh boy! From time to time, he'll literally dive bomb charge you. And another thing worth noting, if you happen to leave the circle of prisms, well, you'll be slowed to a crawl, and you'll actually be incapable of jumping. The dragon's power makes you slower outside the arena. Oh my gosh, and he almost knocked me off with that attack. If you fall out of the arena, or in my case, get knocked out of the arena, well, you'll die. Now, to give you an idea of how powerful this dragon's rainbow beam is, check this out. We no longer have resistance on, so we can take damage from any nearby mobs, powers, and etc. So check out the strength of this rainbow beam as it hits us. You got me joking me! From here, it's just a continued onslaught of you versus the Crystal Dragon, using these prism crystals to slowly take him on. Here's his fourth attack, by the way, where he literally just destroys a giant chunk of land. I hope you're not hanging out on it, or you're gonna have a heck of a fall on your hands. From there, it's just rinse and repeat. Throw a prism on, make sure it lands, of course, near the crystal, and then, oi! Almost there. Yeah. Until he's down to the last crystal and his last bar of health. Please. Oh, yeah. I keep missing. There's so many of these crystal guards hanging out now. There we go. Defeated. And then he blows up. Yo, Chameleon. Such a cool boss fight, dude. Look at that. That's the sickest thing. On death, the dragon drops its crystal claw, as well as some dragon's breath and, of course, the dragon egg. And what do? Well, on top of being good for combat, you'll turn into the dragon, and you'll get 2 special abilities. The first is the rainbow beam that we saw in the battle. We're going to summon in some targets right now, and use the beam on them. Evil. But the second attack is its charge ability, just like the actual crystal dragon had. Sneak and right click to use this one, and you can use it to barge into other mobs at a moment's notice. You can also technically use it to, fly around, which, I like. Overall, a decent favorite of mine. Haha, nailed it! But guys, let us know your favorite dragon in the comment section below. And shout out to all the devs that made today's video possible. What mob should we remake next? You can let us know that too.